Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the farm, ladies and gentlemen. It is great to be here. I hope your day is off to a wonderful start. And back by popular demand here, folks, I'm going to be doing another run of another Farm Roguelike. So in our last run, we used the miner, right? We had a lot of success. It actually turned out to be pretty strong. We took that orbital with just selling bars and making some jewelry. We had a good time there. In fact, I was feeling pretty secure after, week 4, week 5, about. Well, I've got something on the docket today that is going to prove to be a lot more challenging, or at least I feel. So I've been thinking about this. What character would I want to use for another playthrough series? And my mind landed on one character in particular that I think will be a nice balance of fun and challenge. So let's pop in here and I will show you what I'm talking about. So I've studied all these characters pretty closely, and like I said, my mind kind of went toward one. And that one is going to be the cook. So the cook has the special perk that every food crafting has 50% chance for an extra craft. So if you think back to the miner run when we were making the kale sandwiches, meat sandwiches, etc., milk soup, right? And then even furthermore back to the animal run, right? We were making food items. Well, this perk will give you a 50% chance basically to double craft, which is pretty nice, especially if you're crafting, a stack of 200 something, right? So I think it's strong enough to carry you through, but it's going to need a lot of support. And when I think about it, I kind of see the early game being very, very challenging because the cook is going to need a lot of infrastructure to really make use of the trait. So this is what we're doing here today, folks. We're going to do ultimate difficulty, and we're going to hop right on in. And while we're hopping in here, folks, if you are excited for this playthrough, please show your support by giving the video a like. First and foremost, let's start there. Let's give the video a like if you are excited for the playthrough. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, I am a new channel here. Just started at the end of November, 2023, that is. But if you are not subscribed to the channel and you're enjoying the playthrough, please consider becoming a subscriber. Join this community. It's an awesome community, and I would love to have you. So thank you so much for viewing. Let's kick off a brand new playthrough series of another Farm Roguelike. Now, there's a few things that I kind of notice as initial observations when I think about this run. So if we look at the crafting menu here, obviously we are going to get much benefit in using, crafting food items. Like the sandwiches, the cakes, the jams, the donuts, all that good stuff. Pizza, right? Definitely want to get some pizza in this run. However, before we're even able to sniff these, we need a special building. And the special building is, of course, the field kitchen. So you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just build the field kitchen? Well, it's not really that simple because the field kitchen requires the polished stone. The polished stone comes from the quarry. And the quarry is kind of resource intensive, 30 stone, 30 wood. You're only going to get 4 polished stones per turn, so it's going to take us a while to kind of get this off the ground, right? And really make use of our trait. And then really to make anything of use, you're going to need some wheat for the bread. You're going to need some vegetables to combine with the bread. You're going to need some sugar. So we have to get fields down. We have to be mindful of our stone. And we also have to get some furnaces down really to make it all work. So it's going to be a resource balancing thing, of course, and I'm kind of excited for it. I'm excited to embrace the challenge. So let's take a look at the upcoming week here and see what we have. Obviously, upgrade day tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get something that can help us, week 1, week 2, kind of get over that hump. Of course, we'll see. A careful miner. After destroying a larger ore, a small one appears. That's pretty useful. No fish. Doesn't really impact us. Collector. Very good. Rotten wood. And then payment day. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. 1,500 is what we owe. And of course, we are starting from nothing, but all great empires start from dust. So let's go. First things first, as typical, we want to get some copper. We want to get some stone. And we want to get some coal. We want to get a furnace down, and we want to get some copper bars so we can get our our tools, I should say, upgraded. It's going to give us efficiency. It's going to give us just a better, more reliable kit to spend our energy using. And I think I do want to sort of order my tools in order of importance here. Absolutely want to make sure we get this hammer upgraded as a pretty top priority as well. The reason for that is because we need a lot of early buildings, including, furnaces. So here's what I want to do. I want to get a furnace down. Where's a good spot for a furnace? Let's see. Let's just get a furnace down somewhere. If I was a furnace, where would I want to stretch my legs? Let's go right here. For some reason, I just like building my furnaces by the water. That's a me thing. There's no efficiency gain from that. And let's target more stone for sure. Maybe we can get down one more furnace. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. That's alright. So we should have enough to upgrade our pickaxe next turn here. I do want to start stacking up some of these berries too. I think that's going to be kind of an important little side hustle for us early on. So with that, let's end our turn and let's go into upgrade day. We're going to need something real impactful here. Look at that. We have 20 iron. Just raw iron for 30. What is that? Is that sugar or flour? Let me see. That almost seems worth it. That seems like a good one to potentially try to lock in here. That is sugar. Okay. Yeah, that's very nice. I think we'll probably try to do that one. And then 35 flour for 15 cobwebs. We're not going to get the cobwebs. So let's end the turn there and go into upgrade day. Let's go. Come on, something good. All right, we have Gathering Freak. Trees, bushes, rocks, ores give one more resource. Not bad. Especially given we have a pretty wild map right now, right? We haven't really done too much. Performance, the cost of tools is reduced by 1. Cost of using tools, so that's more energy. And then Fishing Expert. So I think both of these are pretty good here, especially early game. Gathering Freak is going to be very impactful early on. Performance will kind of help us work just a little bit longer. I think performance is pretty impactful here. So we're going to go with performance. I'm actually pretty satisfied with that one. I think that's a good one. Think about the hammer that you need to build stuff with, right? The first tool we upgrade is obviously the pickaxe. Absolutely need to do so. So let's get some more coal. Want to get some more furnaces up. Probably several more if the energy allows. So let's grab some stone. We have 35 stone. Let's build another furnace. Let's see, crafting. Okay, so 2 copper bars. All right, so what I want to do is I definitely want to get my pickaxe to iron. All right, so we're going to need yet another furnace. So I need 5 stone. Should be able to grab that. All right, let's build another furnace. And then I need some iron as well. So here's some iron right here. All right, 3 units of iron. Let's go with a few more. All right, we need 4 total. So let's go with that. And then why don't we grab just a few more bits of copper here. Then what I want to do is I want to target stone. Just want a nice little stockpile of stone. I mean, stone is finite, so we're going to have to get mines as well, right? And I think the early balance that we're going to be working with here is the mine to furnace ratio. what are we spending our stone on early game? Because if we look, right, the quarry to get the polished stone takes stone. If we want flour, we're going to need a windmill. That takes stone. There's a lot of need for stone, and obviously we can't use it all because it's finite. So we're going to need mines. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Let's see how it goes. 28 stone, no energy left to build. Let's go. Going into Careful Miner next week. Or I should say tomorrow, not next week. We are not there yet. All right, so first and foremost, let's harvest our ore. 4 iron bars. Let's go ahead and craft our iron pickaxe. Now we need 5 gold bars. So we're going to take advantage of Careful Miner here. Definitely want that. And then once we have our iron pickaxe here, which we do, we're going to go ahead and just get some of these stones. I want to understand kind of how much I'm dealing with here. Got 2 units of coal left. So why don't we go ahead and get some of this mined down. Alright. Let's build another furnace here. And let's craft up our hammer. And can we get the axe as well? We can. Perfect. Alright, so 3 and 4. If I can get 7 iron bars. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So let's get this furnace with some iron as well. Alright, that'll give us an iron hammer and axe next turn, which is great. Obviously, we're not ignoring our more farming-based tools, but I think this is more important for right now and getting off the ground, right? So we have 55 stone. Got a few nodes left of the stone. Why don't we go ahead and let's get some copper. And then more stone for more furnaces. I'd also like to start building an iron stack because I'm really interested in... Where was it again? The 20 raw iron for the sugar. Very useful. But frankly, there might not be enough iron on... there's enough iron. So we'll definitely have to prioritize that, but for right now... Let's see if we can't get another furnace built. I don't know if we have the energy remaining. Well, we definitely won't if we axe that down. Alright, nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's start building a stack of copper. We're going to have to sell something, right? And I think we can about end our turn there. Alright, we have some bars to get. So let's go ahead and craft our golden pickaxe. Absolutely. Let's get the iron axe. Let's get the iron hammer. And now we need 9 gold bars. Okay. Should be achievable with this right here. Absolutely. In fact, we have a nice amount of gold. So let's get 9. And then really what we need is iron. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a mine down right away. The mine is pretty important. The question is where, of course. That's a solid spot right there, if I don't say so myself. So let's get that built up. Let's get this iron mine down. That's 14 iron. And what do we want? We want stone. Unless we can't get enough iron. Alright, let's turn this in for sure. 30 units of sugar, just beautiful. Alright, so that is a pretty good early game get. I'm actually going to change this to ore, because we're going to need some iron to kind of put us over the top for some of our other tools. We have 5 units there. What are we actually looking at? So if we were going to upgrade, say, our hoe and shovel and watering can. So that's 4 copper, 5 iron, okay? And actually we have 5 iron here, so let's just get the 5 iron ready to go. Change this back to stone and coal. And speaking of stone, let's get some more stone. And let's build a few more furnaces. We're just gonna need them. We have 30 stone right here. Do we try to get some wood and just get the quarry right away? Kind of feels like what we should do, doesn't it? It just kind of does. Or we could get another mine. Let's see what it looks like if we get both of these mined out. It's another 18. I mean, 10 iron bars. We could have the field kitchen probably by early week 2 if we go quarry right now. Might not be the best use of my early game stone, but if we can just get the polished stone a pumping, if you will, I think it makes a lot of sense. So let's do it. It's probably a little too early. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to dispute that, but we're going to do it. All right, perfect. Now, let's get more stone. We have no coal either, so let's make sure we grab some coal. All right, we have 24 stone. This should get us another mine. Yes, it will. Probably won't be able to actually build it with the energy we have left. But we can at least get the blueprints down, and then let's get some more copper. Because like I said, we need something to sell, right? All right, looking good. Let's end our turn there. Day 5 dawns here, folks. And we get a nice little payout due to collector there. Very nice. Polished stone actually doesn't sell too bad either. So let's go ahead and make our watering can, our shovel, and our hoe. Let's make our gold hammer. Let's make our gold axe. And then as far as iron goes, we have 5 units of iron, so we can get all of these as well. And these will probably be a bit lower of a priority to get the gold, but we're actually already good on that. So we need 6. I've got 4. Let's see how gold's selling. It's not selling great. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load up my furnaces with gold. Need something to sell, right? No coal. Got it. Well, let's take care of that problem. Let's mine out this stone here. Alright, so I'll hold on to this. We still need to make a grand. And we basically have to do it by tomorrow. So let's hold on to it. I want to get... What are we looking at? Let's get some copper, I suppose. Let's just start taking down these little nodes here. I think we'll be able to at least make $1,000 more before the end of tomorrow, that is. And if we absolutely have to, we can sell the raw resources, right? The raw copper. In fact, what's it selling for? 14 bucks. Not terrible. Alright, so we do have some wheat here. And some white beet seeds. So this is sugar. If you put this in the furnace, you get sugar. With the wheat, that's what we need to make. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that wheat. And we might as well... Why don't we craft... Got the golden shovel already. Let's do a golden hoe. Or, sorry, not a golden hoe. Let's use our hoe. And get a field. And this, of course, will be for wheat. It's a definite thing we need here. We need wheat. We need to be digging these holes like Shia LaBeouf for glass, right? Wheat is flour. We should have that field kitchen, you know, in, I don't want to say in short order here, but relatively soon. I don't want to go crazy re-rolling because we're going to be tight already. But let's get some white beet seeds as well. Let's get them in the earth. Alright, looking good there. Alright, we have a little bit of energy left. And for some reason, I always seem to like double build stuff. Alright, good deal. Looking good. So what do we need? More coal? Yeah, we can get some more coal here. Why don't we do that? And then I'll just target some of these bushes that give, you know, typically they give fruit and wood, which is very nice. Very small energy required to take them out, so it's a good thing to target early on for sure. And I'm grabbing some apples, of course, if you've noticed. I think once we start getting our sand, we can start juicing. I think that's a sensible thing to do kind of early on here. All right, let me just kind of arrange this. All right, looking good. Let's end our turn there. And basically, we're going to have to come up with about 900 bucks tomorrow. So let's grab all this stuff. Let's grab our polished stone. Let's replace it right away. What are we looking at here? How can we make 900 bucks? Copper bars are not selling great at all. Gold bars, you could argue, wow, copper itself is selling very low end. My goodness, everything is just bottoming out. We have some raw gold pieces here, which frankly, I mean, let's upgrade it to the golden hoe here. And then if we're going to want a seed maker, we're going to need 2 gold bars, but I mean, the rest is really expendable. So I think we can make that sale. There's 900 bucks right there. Boom. All right, so let's see if we have some more seeds available to us. Here's some kale. Yep. Now, of course, we'll have to make sure we make up the balance here, but I definitely want some wheat. Okay, here's some wheat. Perfect. Get out of here, you. Oh, I forgot to build my scarecrow. All right, folks. Don't don't at me in the comments for that one. My bad. Just gotta slow it down and pay attention. Really nice big feather. Sells for pretty good, though. So I suppose you can have my 1 wheat plant. Whatever. I was a little shocked. I was like, is it the Brave Crows on, right? That one weekly event thing where the crows will ignore your scarecrow, right? Terrifying stuff. Absolutely terrifying. Other way, looking good. Let's get some sand in the furnace. Get a little stack of the glass. And let's take a peek here. We want all the stone available to us. Want to get some more furnaces down for sure. And then obviously the next course of action will be windmill, right? But that's a little far off. So let's get 2 furnaces. And what are we going with in the furnace? Well, we can do gold. I mean, that'll be a good sell once we get there. Once the price is right. All right, looking good. Grab some more coal. Both of those are toggled appropriately. Right now, let's keep collecting apples. See if we can target the apple specifically. Looks like all the bushes are gone, so let's go with berries and oranges instead now. All good stuff. Definitely make sure we sell a few more trace things. Maybe a few oranges or berries or what have you. And we'll get over the 1500 mark here. Obviously, we have to. Otherwise, we lose. But getting the wheat that we did was a good move. Look at that. There's another little pebble. Alright, so what else do we have in the shop? Beetroot, carrot. A reroll is a little scary this early in the game. Apple not selling for anything. Orange as well. The berry's selling good. Why don't we make that sell? 340. Looking good. Tree seed. We'll see you later. Alright, we have about half of our energy bar left here. Which is good. We're stacking up apples and oranges. Do we go ahead and build a few of these bee houses? or kegs. I mean, if we are making glass, right? Why don't we start juicing up some of this stuff? Still have plenty of wood. We'll need to get a windmill down soon here, and we want to do that as soon as we have the wheat. That way we can go field kitchen and then immediately start making, you know, like all kinds of good stuff, right? That's the thought anyways. I'm gonna get some more glass here, if possible. Alright, good deal. Alright, now what are we looking at here? Why don't we go ahead and let's upgrade to a copper fishing rod. Don't have any iron. Copper is something we'll certainly take, though. And then I think I'll just take down these big nodes here. Don't really have any stone to build with. I'm gonna have to wait until next turn. But I could start getting bee houses. I need 50 wood for the windmill, so I gotta keep that in mind. And we definitely need an iron bar solution as well. Okay. Why don't we start targeting chocolate? We need chocolate for all kinds of things. Alright, looking good there. I think we can end our turn, watch the 1500 drop out the bottom, and come into tomorrow with a little bit of momentum. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. Alright, 1500 drops out. Let's grab all of this stuff. I mean, we could probably, like, the polished stone doesn't sell too bad. You could definitely make the case to kind of sell this early on. I mean, until we have our iron bars, right? It doesn't really matter how many polished stones we have. And it is selling high. I'll make that choice in just a bit here. Let's get the fields all watered up. I may have forgotten to water last turn as well. My goodness. See, what do we have? Kale seeds. Yep, you bet. Let's buy some of those. Got some white beet seeds. I would prefer more wheat. Alright, perfect. More wheat it is. Alright, good deal. We have how many units of glass? 48 units of glass. So let's get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Let's get 21 of these bottles. We can start building up a little stack of this apple juice here. Sell it when the price is right. Let's get... So our wheat is still a little bit out. So I think what we can do... No, don't build a windmill. My goodness, game. Let's do... Seriously? Let's do another mine. We need it. We need stone. And coal, of course, too. Alright, so what are we going to be smelting? We could get chocolate. We could start working down this copper. Sell this 10 stack of copper. Looking real good. I think we can probably sell 7 of these gold bars as well. They sell pretty good. Absolutely. Every little bit counts here. I think I'll get the sand in there first. And then we'll go with copper. Just to give us a little bit more to sell. So let's see. Iron bars. We need one of these to ore. Right? See if we can get some iron. We'll have 4 polished stones next turn. So why don't we go ahead and sell... Since it's selling so good, let's hold on to 4. Sell 8. I think it'll time out about good. We do owe $15,000 here, folks. And we basically have a week to make it happen. So we're definitely a lot more challenged now, for sure. I mean, like I said, it's going to be the early game. If we're going to get caught here, it's going to be because of the early game. We just either don't get some of the upgrades we need, or I make some bad choices like not watering my crops, or we get hit by a meteor and we just get snuffed out of existence. I don't know. Many things could go wrong here. I think it's important to manage our stone properly, though. So that is the idea behind the 3 mines. Of course. So let's keep on keeping on here. What do we have? 101 units of wood. That's pretty good. So why don't we go ahead and... It'd be great to get some more furnaces for sure, but I'm not really going to have that luxury right now. So I'm going to keep adding to my apple stack. Also, getting wood is good. Tree seeds are, you know, chip change, right? It works. Let's get some cocoa as well. Can also clear some space, right? It's all for the greater good of the island. I think we're going to be greatly tested in this one, folks. But do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'm going to give you one more week here. We're at the 38-minute mark. I think we got another week in us. So let's go ahead and get into next week. Let's take a look at what the week looks like on the timeline, the quests, and all that good stuff. Let's go. Just need a little bit of iron and we can start crafting, right? A little bit of iron, a little bit of wheat, a windmill. We can start crafting. So we get a bunch of gold here. That's not bad. We can at least sell it. And we have demolition here. Destroying a resource gives $20. Very nice. So we'll absolutely take that. Apple juice, not selling great. Let's get all this stone. It's only the most important thing right now. It really is. We have 40 stone. So I get 2 more furnaces here or 1 more mine. Don't necessarily need the windmill right now. I'm going to go with the 2 more furnaces here. Alright, looking good. We're getting money for destroying things. If only it actually worked that way, right? Like, the more wanton destruction you actually caused, you just get a little kickback for it. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright, let's craft 21 of these bottles here. 21. Add to our apple juice stack here. Okay, no polished stones this turn because I recklessly used all the stone. This is what I mean by stone management here. I think we'll be alright. Let's see what we have upcoming this week. Obviously, upgrade day, buried treasure. That's potentially game-breaking for us. As in, it could give us diamonds, right? Inflation. Every shop item bought. Okay, discount. Every shop item bought. The shop gives $30. Okay. Lazy, minus 50 energy, and payment day where 15k comes out. So on discount day, for every item bought in the shop, it gives $30. What if you spend less than $30, right? I think it's a good opportunity to go a little crazy in the shop. Not complaining about that one there, folks. So buried treasure day. We're definitely going to be going for that. Let's get all this down. Might as well get another field in here. Gives us a little more flexibility to do things. Alright, what do we need? We need 8 grass. Of course. How about 9 grass? And let's dig this up. Obviously looking for sand. Get the earthworm. But more importantly, get some more crops down. How about wheat? There we go. Thank you, game. Hooking up the wheat. Good stuff. Because ideally what I want to do is I want to be in a position where when we finally do get that field kitchen, like I said, we're ready to make stuff, right? It's going to do us no good to get it and then not be able to do anything with it. So, gotta be vigilant. And I'm getting paid to cut these trees down. It's kind of nice. The fields are watered. I mean, we don't have any more stone. I think it's just a matter of selecting what we need here. Plenty of coal. So let's get a little extra kickback here. The kickback from Mother Nature, if you will. I mean, we will take it. We will absolutely take it. All right, now, what are we going to do? We have 20 units of gold. I'm going to get some glass first. Let's make our gold work for us here. It sells good. Could start going with chocolate. Start working down this copper stack, too. Speaking of copper, how's it selling? 56 of 60. Yep, sell that. Apple juice, not selling good. Polished stone again selling for 60. Tempting to just sell it, but we're not going to do that. That's what you call a rash decision. Alright, I'm feeling good there. I mean, we have a nice little bankroll coming up here. How about for quests? Again, 35 flour for 15 cobwebs. 1 cheese sandwich for 3 roasted meats, and then 10 iron bars for 10 meat. Okay. Well, iron has certainly eluded us so far. So let's end our turn there and go into upgrade day. And folks, cross your fingers for me here, please. Let's hope we get something real nice. Let's go. All right, what do we have? We have triple upgrade. Potato, pumpkin, radish value plus 100%. Good trade. 1 random diamond tool. Sunflower value plus 100%. I'm good without the good trade here. Don't need it. I don't see us selling potatoes, pumpkins, or radishes. So let's roll by this one. Hope for something better. We've got Dandy, Sardine Lover, Diamond Pact. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Come on. Something better, game. Let's go. Will it into existence. Let's go. Animal Whisper. Excuse me. Sorceress. And then steroids. Crop. Take 1 less day to fully grow. So that's a decent one. Animal Whisperer is also decent. All animals give twice as much resources. Right? We're going to need cheese and all that good stuff. I'm going with Animal Whisperer. You could certainly make the case for steroids too. Maybe we'll get that one again. We'll have to see. But yeah, 2 good ones. Unfortunately, we did have to burn both of our rerolls though. Not good stuff. So tomorrow we have the Buried Treasure Day. I'll be all over that. Rest assured. Alright, so now we're looking at a position where we need to get a windmill down. Hopefully we get a windmill. Looks like we have our iron here. Looks like we're going to be just a bit short for the windmill. That's okay. We need 10 iron bars. So there's 10 iron bars. Let's get... Got to get a couple more bits of stone in there for sure. Yeah, we'll be getting the field kitchen real soon here, which is real nice. And then we'll be able to... We have the sugar. We just need to get the windmill down. So again, it's the stone, right? It's always the stone. It has to be the stone. We have 22 units of stone here. I mean, I could sack one of my furnaces here. So if I sack one of my furnaces, what does that do for us? If I sack one of my furnaces, we can build a windmill. Let's do it. Let's sack a furnace, build a windmill. We can always build another furnace. And then start getting flour. We'll have the field kitchen basically on inflation day here. We'll be able to build it. And then we can make cookies. We can do donuts if we have chocolate. We can do the chocolate donut. What's selling better? Check some price ranges here. Okay, so chocolate donut 110 through 170. Cookie is 90 through 135. Okay. And then the pink donut here 90 through 150. So 90 through 150 appears to be the way to go. I mean, it's 3 sugar, 3 flour. Yeah, that is the way to go. So that's going to be our early game carry, I think, is donuts. And then we'll juice some apples on the side. Speaking of juice, 66. I mean, that's not so bad, right? But I don't think we have to necessarily sell right now. I act like we have the rent paid for, right? We definitely don't. Alright, we had the iron taken care of. Let's get it the rest of the way. Might as well. And then we can go copper. We can also do chocolate. Let's do copper. Not selling good right now. Copper bar, gold bar. Okay. Definitely need the pricing to come up on a lot of this stuff. which hopefully it will. Alright. So we're squared away there. We'll have the field kitchen real soon. So why don't I spend the rest of my energy here just clearing out some space. Taking out some trees. Getting some space for more mines for sure. Obviously, we need a lot of mines. It's going to be important for this run, for sure. Especially as we kind of get out of the doldrums of the early game here. Although it is going to be the early game that is greatly challenging to us, for sure. Alright, the energy is pretty much spent. Sell the tree seed. Don't need it yet. And let's end our turn there. Tomorrow we do have buried treasure. I'm going to try to, lock that in. So let's go. Alright, so let's just spend the energy first and foremost. There we go. Right in the top left corner of the map. How about that? Get a couple of diamond bars here. Gold bar selling very high, and we have plenty. So what I need to do is I want to save 2 for a seed maker. That's $2,500 right there. Just critical. Very good. So obviously we get the diamond in right away. And the gold as well. Let's get our flour. Let's get our polished stone. Flour going right in. Well, sorry, that's to make bread. We don't necessarily need to make bread yet. Got a little excited. We want 15 polished stones. So there we go. Let's get the wheat in the windmill here. Check the shop. Wheat seeds, absolutely. Need some more wheat. Alright, let's get all this watered up here. Alright, looking good there. Plenty of stone down here, it appears, which is nice. Alright, we have 31 stones. That is enough for a mine. So let's go ahead and get another mine down. Just, it's vital. Absolutely need it. And then let's also keep that set to stone. I think we can set this to stone as well. We just need to solve our stone problem, right? Also need a ton of coal for the furnaces. And we want to build a ton of furnaces as well. So, need lots of stone. Alright, 6 iron. Got a bunch of gold here. Let's get that smelting. How's copper selling? Not great. Iron, not great. Apple juice, really not good at all. Man, apple juice has just been... It's just been on a downward trend since we started making it. But, of course. So, field kitchen, next turn. Looking forward to that. Let's get 21 of these bottles here. And get some more apple juice. And just wait for the apple juice market to come soaring back to life here, folks. It has been a rough year for a juice enthusiast. Got a little bit of extra field space here. In fact, why don't I build a seed machine? Be able to next turn. I think I like the idea of some bee houses. Can probably get some jam going in the future here. So let's go ahead and build some bee houses. I mean, we might as well take advantage of the demolition bonus going on right now. Feels pretty nice. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Don't want to use all my wood, of course, but I've got plenty of it. But we can get jam with honey, right? And that is something we can craft. A better use for our fruit, probably. Tree seeds, sell that. Sell the grass. Just feels like we gotta add one more, doesn't it? Alright, perfect. And with the rest of our time here, let's make sure all this is set to stone. It is. Alright, well, let's just start chopping down trees. And tomorrow, what are we looking at? Inflation. Every item bought in the shop takes $50. That's impactful to us, given we're kind of broke here. And just scraping together coins found in the couch cushions to survive. Alright, we've got plenty of gold coming up. Got some open furnace capacity here. So why don't we go ahead and change this iron into, you guessed it, iron bars. And I could certainly start with building a little stack of bread. Could also do chocolate. Why don't we do chocolate as well? And then we want to expand our furnaces, for sure. Alright, looking good. I think we're good to end our turn right there. Let's do it. Tomorrow, inflation. Alright, polished stone is ours. Let's go. We got bread. We got diamonds here. All kinds of precious things. Bread's selling good. Why don't we go ahead and build this field kitchen? It's a great spot for it right there. Alright, now we are in business. The restaurante has opened up here, folks, and we are in business. So this is good. Let's sell the polished stone. Need the inventory space. We have 2 diamond bars. So what can we upgrade with that? Let's see. Our watering can. The least impactful thing to us. Apple juice selling high end finally. Yes, you love to see it. So let's go ahead and make this sale. This is a long awaited sale. 7 grand. Lovely. That pays the rent here, folks. Absolutely lovely. So if I was going to go in the direction of jam now, we need a jar, we need honey. So this is why I added some bee houses, right? Granted, we're not going to get too many because honey's just not too populated right now, but it's an angle we can work. Copper bar, selling good enough. Let's sell it. I want to get a seed maker as well. So let's get that down before I do something with my gold bars. Let's get it down right there. Build that up. Gold bar selling good. Sell it. Iron bar not selling good. So we can hold on to it. Let's grab the wheat here. Let's get the fields dug up again. You know, Shia LaBeouf that for sure. Let's get the white beet seeds down. Is there anything I even want in the shop? Nope. Good time to not want anything in the shop, that's for sure. Alright, we have our white beetroot coming up here too. But what we can do now, folks, is we can go ahead. We can get some just regular donuts. So we crafted 9. So you can see our trait at work right there. I mean, we got a bunch of extra ones, actually. And they're selling kind of low, unfortunately. But we'll get there. I'm not interested in holding on to one diamond bar. We have to consolidate inventory space here. So I need my white beets as well. Because we need a steady flow of sugar and flour. So that looks like that. For the quarry, what else can it do for us? Can we decommission it? Get a little more stone and wood back, right? I think we probably could. We could also start a little side hustle of polished stone as well. I mean, it does sell pretty good. So that's definitely an angle as well. We'll have to see. Alright, speaking of stone. Let's take the stone that is available to us. Do we get 30? 36. Lovely. So you guessed it, let's get another mine. More mines mean more furnaces, of course. More furnaces means more wealth. So we actually have 30 stone here. I could get another mine. Why don't we do it? We got the bills paid. I'm going to take it down and I'm going to convert it into, you guessed it, folks, yet another mine. I mean, I'm sure the quarry feels just completely used and, you know, frankly, it was completely used. Alright, what kind of seeds do we have available to us? Let's get some more wheat seeds. Make sure we get these fields watered up here. Alright, perfect. Tree seeds. Bread. Once we start getting kale, we can of course make the kale sandwich. The MVP of the miner run, of course. So that'll keep us upright and cutting down trees and having fun. What else do we need to really build? I mean, I think you can make the argument that, so one commenter in the miner run, you know, mentioned they were doing a run where they're making a lot of rose cake because it gives you +5 max energy, right? So that's very good. if you get +5 max energy and you're eating this, just eating a ton of it per turn, right? Like that can make this run pretty busted. So I think that's a really good strategy. We can probably go for that in this one. So we need to get flowers unlocked. You know, we have the bee houses up here. So that's useful. And then we also need eggs for chickens. You know, eggs are useful for other things. Like some of the more high price stuff definitely involves eggs. And then also this cheese soup, I mean, it sells really good. So it might be worth it for us to get cows as well. And it also might be worth it for us to go in the truffle soup route as well. Right? So there's a lot of different variables. There's a lot of different options. There's a lot of different routes we can take with this. We are very much in the early game yet, though, of course, at mid-week 2. But I think we're looking at kind of, I don't know, week 4-ish, maybe. Adding animals and getting some more of this stuff. But we're going to have to get our income under control, of course. So I want a nice stack of honey, of course. And then we want to start, you know, making some glass jars and transition into jam. We had the bills paid, like I said, so we're looking good there. Also, I'm going to definitely need to upgrade the backpack, which we're almost there on. So lots of stuff percolating here, and it looks like if you consume the donut, next 10 animals give +1 resources. So let's think about that as well, right? That with Animal Whisper. Pretty insane. So we could have 10 chickens and get, you know, 100 eggs. Probably not quite that many, but that is the direction that it could potentially go, for sure. So we have a little more furnace capacity here. Why don't we convert the rest of this cocoa into chocolate? And let's use up the rest of our energy cutting down trees and getting paid for it. Perfect. Let's end the day right there. Tomorrow we have discount. Every item bought in the shop gives $30, which is funny. It's like, thanks for doing business. Here's a $30 bill. If only it actually worked that way, right? All right, here we go. Now this is reminiscent of the miner run, of course. And this is also where more energy is going to be very useful, right? So let's get a bunch of wheat here. $154 stone on the field, and we didn't even mine it all. All right, furnaces, furnaces, furnaces. Let's build a bunch of them. You're probably wondering, is this the miner run? No, 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 no. This is not the miner run. We already did that. It kind of feels like the miner run, right? There are similarities, for sure, but this is not the miner run. I can assure you. I did that a little out of sequence. I sold my seeds before I harvested all my crops. That is my bad. Donut is selling great though. So let's go ahead and craft some more of those. So we have 9, right? I have enough to make, to legitimately make 5, right? We have 9, so I should end on 14. But let's see the cook's skill at work here. Let's go. 16. Okay, so a couple extra, right? Not great, not bad, not game-breaking, but not bad. What is good is the sell price, of course. So let's make that sale for 2,200. Copper, we're definitely going to sell this stack once it gets to the point where we can sell it. Let's make some kale sandwiches, you bet. Now this will put the importance on bread, which is why we built the furnace, right? So flour is going to be greatly tapped out. We're definitely going to want another windmill. That's becoming quite obvious. What did I do? I used all of our stone on furnaces. So why don't we go ahead and do this? Let's take one of these down. Let's get another windmill. Still don't have quite enough stone, huh? Let's get another windmill. Need more flour. Let's pound down a kale sandwich. You know, the same applies for in the mines as it does on the field kitchen, right? In the field kitchen, on the field... Yeah, in the field kitchen, I suppose. The same applies here, folks. When you're feeling kind of down in the dumps, you're feeling a little weak, you're feeling a little hungry, we'll just pound down a kale sandwich. Just do it. Just pound it down. In fact, let's go with one more windmill. I don't want to run low on flour, right? I don't want flour to be the reason that we can't make donuts or bread, whatever. That would be unacceptable. Let's go ahead and shop. What do we have? I've got the cash. I'm going to get the backpack upgrade, I think, right now. Either that or we can get coal in the shop. I don't think that's too useful to us right now. Wet crops, sardine. Rent value minus 3%. We have more wheat. Yeah, look at that. I made $25. So it's literally free. It's literally free. So it would be wise of one, of course, to buy everything and then just sell it back if you don't want it. Let me just see something here. So, something I have no interest in the pumpkin, right? So we spend 15, we gain 30, so that's plus 15. Right? So let's buy it all. Right? And then let's go ahead and just sell it back. Yeah. So why wouldn't you? I mean, re-rolling will eventually get you up, but why wouldn't you just do that? It seems like a pretty obvious exploit to me. No, I'm not in the business of exploiting the game, of course. We're going to win this legitimately. Do like kale seeds here. But that one's a pretty obvious one, right? It just is. Goodness, man. All right, this is all watered up, right? Sure is. All right, sweet. Good deal. I mean, I don't know why. Why not? It has given me a little more motivation to get my backpack upgraded. Definitely necessary. Okay, looking good here. So we got our windmills pumping. We need to add stuff to our furnace. So what do we have to add to our furnace, you might ask? Well, let's get more sugar. Let's get a nice big crop of sugar here this turn. We're always going to have something that needs the furnace. So let's get some more coal. Hopefully we get some decent stone next turn. Certainly have to see. Things are going good, but it's all about, like, how do we kind of take it to the next level? I mean, some of the more high-ticket items, right? I think the rose cake is definitely part of the evolution. Getting cheese is part of our evolution. But for the time being, let's just stack some delicious sweet goods and make some cash that way. Let's make some jam. Let's stack honey and let's make some jam, right? Let's go. I think we're good to end our turn there, though, of course. That's a pretty crazy one, discount, I must admit. Let's go. All right, what are we looking at here? Let's get our flour first and foremost. Now let's get our sugar. In fact, what's going on today? Lazy. Okay, so we're a little under the weather. Lucky for me, I know how to cure a sickness, and that's of course a kale sandwich, but to make the kale sandwich you need bread. So we're gonna make some bread here first and foremost with our flour, and I'm gonna spend the rest on making donuts. 18 units left. Let's get some, I mean, we could do chocolate donuts as well. We do have some chocolate. Let's go with the regular donut, though. Let's do that for now. I want to save a big stack of chocolate. Selling good enough. Let's sell it. Okay, looking good. And then as far as sugar goes, I mean, we could certainly get more sugar. Let's do more chocolate. Can definitely get some chocolate donuts going. All right, so let's harvest our fields here. Nice, we're able to get it all. We are lazy today. Let's dig up the fields. Okay, looking good. Sell the worm. What do we have for seeds? White beet with some more kale. Let's get some kale going in the seed maker. And let's just water up. Then yeah, as soon as we're in a decent spot financially, we're getting animals here, folks. Probably get a few shop slots unlocked, and then we're getting animals. And then the first animal we're going to kind of feature is the chicken, of course. And why the chicken? Well, the chicken lays the egg. Now, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I couldn't tell you. I never understood that one, right? It's a mind bender. It's like mind-bending thing, for sure. And I don't have a great philosophical answer for you on that one. But what I can tell you is the chicken in this game does indeed lay the egg. And the egg is useful to us for many different reasons. It just is. So I'm looking forward to adding chickens. It'll definitely be probably an episode 2 thing, though. We have to get to a spot where I feel stable. I still don't feel stable about this. But that's where I want your input as well, right? Please do let me know. Let me know what your observations are, right? What are you seeing? What do you think our opportunities here are, right? I definitely want to let you know. I know that some of the folks that are tuning into this series have experience with this game, right? Admittedly, this is like my 5th run in this game. Now, I've learned a ton about this game since I started playing. Learned a ton. It's a fun game. It is a unique game, fun game, many ways to play a run. That's what I like about this game. I also like that you find folks like this game. That is great. But let me know your observations, right? I want to hear from you. This is a channel that is all about community. And if I don't consult my community, then is that really a community? I don't think so. So let me know your thoughts. We're going to end our turn here. All out of energy, but looking good. Definitely looking good. We definitely have more of an identity week 2 than we had week 1. Flailing around in the wind without a stone to our name. Let's end it there. All right, so the bankroll drops out here, folks, and we are staring down a $50,000 restaurant bill here. Dining and ditching is not an option here, folks. So we're going to have to pay up. Or be washing dishes until, I don't know, the 23rd century, probably. And I don't feel like doing that, so let's find a way to make some cash. Now, while we're getting our honey stacks up here, right, I've been thinking about, like, do we start another stack of apple juice? We certainly could. I don't necessarily like spending my glass on the juicing, though, right? I don't love that. In fact, in a lot of ways, I think these kegs can be repurposed into other things. Like more bee houses, perhaps. So why don't we get some more bee houses? I think it's an appropriate turn to do that. Let's cut some space down for them. It'll be a good, nice little rose field in the future as well, right? So let's go ahead and just hack all these down. If we're going to use glass, right, we're going to be using it to make jam, not juice. Jam is far superior. So let's go ahead and get some kale sandwiches. And our sugar is looking mighty. But what is mighty about this, folks, is the 17 stack of the kale sandwich. Lifesaver, game changer. And you already know, if you're feeling a little down in the dumps, just power down a kale sandwich. This will give us a lot of honey per turn to really allow us to take our juicing to the next level, or our jamming to the next level. We'll be jamming like Kevin Garnett. Shout out to you if you know who Kevin Garnett is. One of my favorite sports players of all time. All sports, right? Straight out of high school, right into the NBA. And yeah, what a stud. All right, let's go plant some more kale seeds, you bet. Let's get all these all watered up. Already did that. Okay. Sorry, folks. Long day. You know, I had a long day at the office here today. Making a few, you know, misclicks here and there. Sometimes you can just feel it. I'm sure you know what that's like, right? Just a long day. It just wears you out. It's amazing how physically exhausting mental exhaustion is. You know? You know what I'm saying? Or am I just making stuff up? I'm not making stuff up. You know what I'm saying. I've got one of those, you know, office jobs. But I'm also a manager of people, and I have to make, you know, decisions and choices all the time. And yeah, you know, when you're not just doing mundane things, it can really wear you out. So I'm feeling a little worn out today. I'm not going to lie, but, you know, certainly didn't stop me from launching another run and giving it some good mental thought, right? What's the next AFR run, right? That was definitely part of the day. Some conscious thought about that. All right, we're doing good on stone suddenly, right? So we could go like, I mean, we could even go with another windmill here. We certainly could. Kind of don't know why we wouldn't. 2 more windmills. I mean, windmills are the key, of course, to donuts. Donuts appear to kind of be our early game kind of power item. Let's supplement the rest with the furnace. And we have the kale sandwich now, folks, so we're looking good. We have means to restore our energy. It's always a glorious moment in this game when you get a way to kind of fill up the energy bar, right? So, for the sake of this, we have 42 units of flour, 131 sugar. I do want to get some more bread. Though our kale sandwich, I mean, we still have 12. So why don't we go ahead and just use this all for crafting. All 42 units of flour. And do we have enough for... Yeah, so the flour is going to hold us back on this one. So let's go ahead and get the chocolate donut. That gives 100 energy. Kale sandwich is 60, but it's just easier to make. So we have 21 chocolate donuts here. Selling for $169. Absolutely, we make that sale $3,500. Lovely. Just gorgeous stuff. Thank you, chocolate donut. And then let's get some jars here. In fact, I'll just get I'll get a stack. So we'll be making this jam stuff pretty frequently. So let's get a stack and let's go ahead and craft some apple jam. Unfortunately, it is very, very just raw resource expensive for sure. And then you bet we'll also make some orange jam. We have a nice power stack of oranges. We've kind of been building that all game long. And this way we can monitor the price, right? We can see which one is good, which one to craft more of, and then sell. All right, looking good. We have multiple revenue streams going on here. Copper, whenever copper's selling, I'm going to move it down. We always like to make the bottom row like the stuff that we're actively selling. So I'll move the copper down when the price is right. You bet. Sell that. Just get rid of it. Sayonara. Okay. So looking good. Let's clear some more land. Get rid of all this stuff. Either that or how are we looking for... Yes, so stone is gone. I mean, we can certainly keep adding coal and stone mines, for sure. It's just going to add to more furnaces and the like. So this is the end of week 2 here, folks. We got some windmills going on. We got some fields being planted and proliferated. Let's definitely make sure... I mean, wheat is very important. Let's get our furnaces populated here. I low-key almost forgot to do that. Believe it or not. You know, just kind of like our lifeblood, no big deal. So why don't we go ahead and get some more sugar, although we're doing quite well on sugar. Let's get our cocoa. It's doing no good just sitting in my inventory all raw. So let's get it. You bet. Do we have any sand? We do not. I mean, we could do something with this copper here. It does make it more valuable. So let's smelt some copper. You bet. Alright, looking good. We have a bee house operation going on here. Probably should get flowers soon. Obviously, we want the rows. So I got to get flowers and I got to get chickens. I also love the idea of making some pizza too. I mean, looks pretty good. Although my pizza of preference is Italian sausage, green pepper, and onion. Hook me up with that combo all day. Really, really good. But I think we can end our turn there, folks, and let's review the upcoming week and see what we have in store for us. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Truly. But let's go. Alright, so we are going to end the episode here, but let's quickly review. See what we have, coming up next week. 4 sheep, 10 cheese, and 2 sheep. Okay, we have Joker in effect. Each roll takes $100. So that's like re-rolling. Re-rolling the shop, etc., etc., I believe. Obviously, I have upgrade day. Hopefully, we get something useful. I mean, I would entertain something that boosts honey, for sure. We have Honey Frenzy. Honey price plus $10. Okay, well, we're not going to be selling honey outright, admittedly, but okay. Seasickness. Okay. Careful Miner. Very nice. No fish, and then payment day. So a pretty non-threatening week. Of course, the only threatening thing is the $50,000 price tag. I think we are, kind of in a position where we can sort of build in that direction now, right? We are beyond just the basic products to sell, right? We are into things that are a little bit more advanced, and that's because we rushed the field kitchen right away. I think that was the right choice to make. And yeah, we are just kind of keeping on in this fashion here. Stay tuned to this playthrough series. If this seems like a fun run to you, it will certainly be one filled with a lot more adversity than our minor run. I can assure you of that. So I want to thank you for viewing, folks. I really do appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. I heard your resounding supports of the last AFR, the minor run, of course. I heard your resounding support. Folks are awesome. Tons of views, there's tons of comments, tons of likes. This community is awesome. And, you are the true MVP. It's not the chocolate donut, right? It just isn't. It's not the kale sandwich. Nope, it's not. It's not the future rose cake, right? It isn't. It's you. Really that simple. So you are the MVP, and we are barreling forward with a lot of momentum toward 500 subscribers. And that is a crazy thing that I never thought I'd be saying, at least so soon, right? Because I just started this, like I mentioned, at the end of November 2023. And the people that have joined the community have been fantastic. Being somebody who contributes to this community has been awesome. And I wouldn't change it for the world. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're still hanging out here at the 90-minute mark, please consider becoming a subscriber. Join this community that I've already given so many props to, and well-deserved props, that is. So with that said, folks, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to work on something else. Stay tuned to the channel for, the next episode in the series. This one's going to be a good one. And of course, check out the other games. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for your viewership. We'll catch you in the next one, and thanks a lot. Goodbye.